risen from the ashes to school the masses. Hello everyone, welcome to another edition of the Scholars Wrestling Show, episode 227. I am your man behind the microphone, Scholar Jeff. To my right is the current reigning and defending Scholars Wrestling Champion and Mr. Scholar in the Bank, Scholar Tarek. Scholar Tarek, did I finally get your title right?
No.
Of course.
No, you didn't.
Then I'm going to stop trying.
I'm just gonna let it. I'm just gonna let it slide on this one because I'm surprised you didn't bring it up. But I will be fair. This may be my last episode with this title. Just to be fair to you. But if it is, I still, as you said, I still have the beef case. It's still lurking around in the shadows. I am still Mr. Scholar in the Bank. I am the current, reigning, defending, undisputed Scholars Wrestling Champion!
Who still refuses to use the actual word briefcase.
I said it before. I officially named it the beef case. So now, whenever you guys win, whichever one of you guys win it next, if one of you guys win it next, or maybe I just I'll pull a CM Punk and win it 2 years in a row.
Here's what we need to do. We need to make an actual beef case.
No, we don't.
We're making sausages next week, folks.
Sausages.
But to be fair...
You're making sausages?
But to be fair, there's two things we need to acknowledge here. Number one...
That he's ignoring me.
Beefcase is a funny word.
Yes.
And number two, it's Survivor Series weekend. We got a lot to talk about, and we're going to run it down one by one before I take your title. So let's dive right into it. This is 2018... The Survivor Series.
I tried
forget how to speak.
I tried giving you the respect as the challenger to my title, and of course, before we started recording, you say you don't trash talk. Yeah, you are a terrible liar.
You're right. I misspoke. I do not prefer to, but you know what? When it's time to throw down, it's time to throw down. So let's throw down Survivor Series 2018, starting with the kickoff match, which is the men's tag team Survivor Series match. And I have completely forgotten what there's so many people in this match.
That should tell you exactly what...
Team Raw, captains, Bobby Roode, and Chad Gable.
So you think with that team, the Raw team might be alright. If you don't look at any of the other teams...
The Ascension.
Ugh.
The B team.
Ugh.
The Revival, and Lucha Underground Party. Is that right?
Lucha House Party.
Lucha House Party.
It might as well be.
Yeah, right? I knew I was going to get their name wrong. And as for Team SmackDown, you have the captains, who are the Usos, with The New Day, Sanity, the Club, and the Colognes.
Well, I know who I'm picking.
Let me just put this out there right now. Okay, there is no reason that you can give me at all to explain to me how Team Raw should win this match. There is no reason. Okay, Team SmackDown, okay, I can honestly say the only team I expect to leave from Team SmackDown is the Colognes. Since we're doing what we're doing, okay, I'm saying that 4 teams from Team SmackDown survive.
Which teams?
The Good Brothers, the
Sanity,
the Usos, and the New Day. There's no reason at all that anybody on that other team, Chad Gable and Bobby Roode, get the Colognes. That's the only team that Team Raw should be able to take out.
All right, so can you repeat that for me one more time?
The Usos, the New Day, Sanity, and the Good Brothers.
All right. Now, for those who are wondering what I'm doing right now, would you care to explain the additional rules for this week's prediction game for Survivor Series?
For our updated version on our Survivor Series game, we're predicting on which, in this case, teams will survive the Survivor Series, and let's say you have Brian's choices, 4 teams. Let's say 3 of those teams make it through, and the 4th team gets eliminated. That's minus 1 point. So instead of 4 extra points that Brian could get, he has 3. So wait, minus. Great, now I'm messing up on the
it's
on the
3.
rules. So yeah, you have 3 points. So
it's not as complicated as it may sound.
I just totally blanked on.
So it's 1 point for getting Team SmackDown right, and since I have 4 teams as survivors, and if 3 teams of those if 3 teams of those make it and 1 gets eliminated, I get 3 points instead of the 4, so I'd end up with 4 points instead of 5.
And let's say if 2 of them get it wrong, that actually equals 0 points.
Because they cancel each other.
Because they cancel each other out. So instead of getting plus points for, let's say, Usos and New Day, and Sanity and the Club get eliminated, that's minus 1 and minus 1 for those predictions of Sanity and the Club, and that's 1 plus 1 with New Day and Usos. So yeah, they cancel each other and make it 0.
Okay. Now, that's just a brief rundown of how we're going to run this. Of course, since there's so many bodies in the tag team Survivor Series, that's going to sound a lot more complicated, but it'll make more sense as we go. As for my predictions, I gotta go with SmackDown. Now that I'm actually seeing all of these lists front to back, I can't see SmackDown losing this. As far as which teams will be the sole survivors, or the survivors rather, I'm going to go with 3 teams for this one. I'm going to go with Usos, New Day, and Sanity to survive.
The one thing I'm definitely looking forward to this match is a chance for these teams to actually shine in any way, shape, or form. Because, when you look at the Raw team, there is nothing. There's teams that just been basically pushed down so hard that now when you look at AOP as tag team champions, you just got to question yourself: who the hell are actually capable of taking the tag titles off these guys? And hopefully in this particular match, it'll, I guess, rejuvenate some of their careers. Some maybe more than others.
I feel like you're hoping for things. Like I can see this match go in like 6 minutes. I could see rapid fire eliminations.
I think right now the only team that definitely will shine of the Raw team is Bobby Roode and Chad Gable, because they are. We all know what both those guys are capable of. Bobby Roode is just Bobby Roode. Need I say more? He's the glorious one. And Chad Gable just has reached that point where he just
severely underused.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. I'm also going to go with Team SmackDown, and I'm only going to choose 2 teams.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, you know what? No, I'm not. I'm going to stick with one. I'm actually going to go with 2 teams. Just New Day and the Usos.
New Day Usos?
Mm-hmm. Because as much as I would love to see Sanity survive, like I said, hopefully this will be a rejuvenate of the team. But yeah, I don't see it happening.
Yeah, I was sort of going back and forth because I think Usos and New Day are very much a sure thing. But something tells me that Sanity is still in this thing, and I can't shake that.
This is the first time they're actually having a televised match since August.
So that's what something's different here. Something's in the air, especially since they brought through Nikki Cross just recently. I want to believe. Let's put it that way. I want to believe. All right, moving on to the match, the card proper, rather. Let's kick things off with a little cruiserweight action. We've got Buddy Murphy versus Mustafa Ali for the Cruiserweight Championship. I guess I would be up for this one?
Sure.
Okay. I'm going to go with Buddy Murphy for this one. I think it's a little too early for him to be losing it. And from what I keep hearing, I do not follow the Cruiserweight division very closely. But from what I understand, there's some other feud cooking for Buddy Murphy. So I've got to believe that, you know what? Mustafa Ali will have his day. I just don't think it's Sunday. Fool?
Buddy Murphy. Same exact reason. The man just won the Cruiserweight title in a glorious fashion at Super Showdown. So I see him still going with this.
Yeah, once again, we're unanimous. It's his first title defense. And he's the heel you decided to take it off of Cedric Alexander. So he is not going to lose his first title defense. If he took it off of somebody else, I'd have thoughts. But you took it off the guy who held it for 9 months, and was the face of the cruiserweight division. So if they trusted you enough to do that, you're not losing it in your first title defense. Buddy Murphy.
Yep, there you go. The eyes have it. Moving on to yet another tag team match. We've got champions versus champions. We've got Alp versus The Bar.
Alp.
Yes, Alp. Brian, who do you got?
It's Tarek.
Is it mine?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
I'm gonna.
I'm so confused.
As much as I want to choose The Bar, as much as I want to go pick my man Cesaro, I'm actually going to go with AOP on this one. When it comes to needing the victories, Cesaro and Sheamus can take this loss. It won't hurt them. Well, when you look at the long run, this pay-per-view kind of doesn't matter. It's just a typical Raw versus SmackDown show. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, plus it goes into what I'm going to be predicting later. So I'm going to go with AOP on this one.
I indeed also am going to go AOP for basically the same reason. They won the tag team titles from Seth Rollins. And after that, really nothing.
Well, they've mowed through the tag team division, something we were talking about before. Like, there is no one.
Yeah, and then they did, and then they weren't even on the show for the go home show. So, and yeah, and they're the only ones who can be like, "Oh, Big Show's in your corner." Ha.
Oh, we're definitely gonna get a Drake Maverick Big Show spot.
Big Show's gonna KO. The Big Show's gonna KO Drake Maverick. But there, I really don't think there's anything that he can do to hurt Alp. So Alp takes the victory, and we'll see what they can do in the tag team division when WWE actually gives you shit about the Raw tag team division.
Yeah, I gotta make it a trifecta and go for Accountants on Parade as well.
This is gonna be a very interesting prediction.
I don't see this. Again, I don't see them losing it or losing steam that quickly. And again, like you said, comparatively speaking, the Bar have way more momentum and way more credibility as a team right now. They can take the hit. Accountants on Parade cannot. So,
did you just call them Accountants on Parade?
I love that. I love it. The play on words, it's good. Accountants on Parade.
What are you talking about?
Is their new name.
What are you talking about? I'm just talking about aardvarks only, please. What are you talking about? I'm talking about wrestling here. Come on. Anyway, moving on to another wrestling match, because this is a wrestling show. We've got the men's Survivor Series match, Team Raw, Team SmackDown. Let's consult the old list and see who we've got this time. We've got Team Raw, consisting of Braun Strowman, Dolph Ziggler, Drew McIntyre, Finn Balor, and Bobby Lashley, with Baron Corbin and Lio Rush, versus Team SmackDown, featuring The Miz, Randy Orton, Rey Mysterio, Samoa Joe, and Jeff Hardy. Thank you very much, Wikipedia.
Oh, no, you forgot to acknowledge about Baron Corbin. He's the team captain.
Baron Corbin, the team captain. Oh, look at me, I'm Baron Corbin.